we're going to start it off. My man Georg is going to come up and he's going to say a few words, and then we're going to have Yoko do the keynote. Put your hands together and welcome right now the leader of the German Hemp Association. He's going to talk to us a little bit. Let's hear it for Jörg Wirth.
Good morning. When Alex asked me to do this speech here, I was wondering about what to write into this description, because we didn't know what would happen. Just 4 weeks ago, it might have happened that I'm standing here and say, well, we were close to make a very big step here in Germany, but, well, the second parliament, the Bundesrat, decided to postpone the whole thing for half a year or even wreck it completely. Might have been my speech here. And I'm no American, not that optimistic. I'm only German, and I was not able to tell him, well, I will tell all the great successes we will have here. But, well, we achieved it, and now I stand here and really can tell you we did it, and I'm very glad to reach that point. When we reached this, we made a lot of pressure to those politicians who were about to postpone the whole story. They said, well, we need more time, we need more time for the bureaucratic things to get it all through, to look after the old cases, for the amnesty, to get people out of prison even, and we can't do it now at 1st of April, and we need more time. And then we really kind of burned down the whole internet. We provided protest emails on our page at the German Cannabis Association, and only with this action, we had 160,000 emails sent to those local politicians who had to decide at the end in that second parliament. And that's the way we did it and the way we won in a real last-minute decision. It is 3.5 weeks ago, this last sitting of that parliament. And at the beginning of this session of this Bundesrat, I was not sure what would happen, what they would decide. And so it was that last-minute decision to bring it into force at April 1st. So we did it really right in time for this ICBC. So again, good luck for Alex Rogers. He knew more than I did. He said, well, let's do ICBC in April 24 in Berlin. It's a perfect time to celebrate this decision. Now it's completely legal to possess up to 25 grams of cannabis in public spaces. We can go 3 master plans, completely legal. And in the second half of the year, non-commercial cannabis growing clubs will start to operate. How long have we all been waiting to cheer and to celebrate such a big step? The next big step after Canada legalized. I think this is the biggest step since that time, since 6 years. Well, you could talk about Thailand maybe, but well, that's no regulation. That's something that happened in a kind of military democracy with a crazy king. You never know if they put it back next week or something. This is a real law that we achieved here. So, well, if you want to cheer a bit, if you want to celebrate a bit, you can applaud now that we did this. Wake up! When I tried cannabis in the 90s, I didn't feel like a criminal. I thought I wanted to do something about it. I wrote a letter to the police and told them, well, I've got 4 grams of marijuana at home. You must come, you must confiscate it and do all the paperwork, all that census stuff. And that was in the media and so on. It was a protest action, and that was the beginning of my personal way in cannabis activism. That was in 1996, 28 years ago, and since that time I'm working on legalization. 22 years of this with the German Cannabis Association. We founded it in 2002, so I was that time the first professional German legalized advocate. Also funny when people ask me, what's your job? Well, I'm a cannabis legalization advocate. That time, that was a great thing to say. And a long way to go, long way to fight. Well, I'm now, I can possess my 4 grams of marijuana 28 years later, completely legal. That's really great feeling after all that time. But wait, I'm old school, I prefer hash. I can also have 4 grams of hash, completely legal on top of this. And I could also have 4 more 4-gram samples of nice kinds of cannabis, and it would still, the whole little mountain, completely legal, up to 25 grams, and that's great to have this, to have achieved this. Really feels wonderful. I shall tell you something about how we got to this point. I don't want to bother you with too much history and old stories, but just 2 key issues about this, how we got here. The first one is, in my opinion, this success is mainly driven by our civil society movement. We reach hundreds of thousands of people every week with our content with the German Cannabis Association. Alone, my weekly news show on YouTube has, in the last weeks again, more than 100,000, but we are also strong on all the other channels, so we have really, kind of a little internet army behind us, and that makes really the difference. And we are able to activate many of them at the right place at the right time. Not so much on the streets, right? We are not doing big demonstrations in Berlin or something, but in the internet we are almost unbeatable. For example, I won €1 million in a TV show 2014 by vote of the people who saw the show and who voted for me to get this million to put it into the fight for legalization. Another example, we had the biggest petition 2017 to the German Parliament. Again, a big success driven by many, many people and showing the Parliament, well, there must be something behind this issue, we should care about it. Well, it took some years still, but all those little things were not so little, and it was all driven by many people, up to the point 3.5 weeks ago when we had those 160,000 emails to the local politicians, and none of them was able to get around this issue on the social media channels, no matter which one, if it is Instagram or Twitter or whatever, everywhere they were confronted with the cannabis issue, and massively. So that's why I always tell you to support civil society in your countries, and why I always told you support us as German Cannabis Association, as Alex Rogers did all the time. So thanks to Alex Rogers again. He was one of the industry people who really saw this, supported it, and helped us to reach this goal. The second key issue was not so surprising, and I'll not say a lot about it, was medical marijuana, what has been legalized in Germany 2017. Big game changer, big development, and it changes for mainly the view of older people who are mainly against legalization, who have been mainly against legalization before because they didn't know anything about it, they were afraid about it, and then they say, well, it's a medicine that is working better and has less side effects than my usual pills and so on. So just, well, it's nothing surprising, but again, good to know if you want to legalize in your country, try to go medical first maybe. Now it's time for the bad news. Germany did not legalize cannabis. Some say we did, but we didn't. For me, legalization means to have a legal market, to be able to sell and to buy cannabis in proper shops for adults. We don't have it yet. So the race about the third national state in the world, after Uruguay and Canada, to do this is still open. I am watching the whole world and always betting which one will be the next, which country will be the next. Seemed for a couple of years like a race between Colombia and Germany. Well, we didn't get it. We got a big step, but not this. So the race is still open. What we have is a far-going decriminalization. At least in the European context, it's quite far-going. We have real-life things, maybe that seem to be further, like the coffee shops in Holland or hundreds of cannabis social clubs in Spain. But none of this is properly regulated. It's more like they look away, they let it happen somehow, like a gentleman agreement or something. But real proper regulation, before we had only in little Malta. The German law is Malta in big, with some add-ons. In Malta, you can possess 7 grams of cannabis. In Germany, it's 25 in public spaces. There, you must hide your plants when you do your home grows. In Germany, you can show them on the balcony. They took 2 years after the law went into effect to get the first few cannabis clubs operating. Here, it will go much faster and many more clubs at the end of this year. So, where is your business there with non-commercial clubs and non-commercial home growing and non-commercial everything? You want to sell something, you want to make your business, and well, you hear me talking about big step and you don't see your business. All right, that's the point. So let me tell you, there's one big space going up in medical marijuana, which is already a big business in Germany, but now prescriptions seem to be skyrocketing. It's easier for the doctors to prescribe because it's no illegal drug anymore. And in the last 3 weeks already, numbers are going up a lot. I'm sure you hear a lot about this on the conference here the next 2 days. And what is also happening, of course, is everything about grow equipment. Germans already bought the whole European market for seeds empty, and you don't get soil anymore, no seeds and soil available anywhere, because every second German seems to be to start his grow right now. So that's nice business. And everything around this, and everything around what the clubs will need. They need space, they need all the growing equipment and lamps and so on. They need, Beratung. They need to get professional advice for their growth and lots of other things. They need financial support, maybe, lots of things to wrap around those clubs and the legal growing. So, well, at least this is a step forward also for business, and don't underestimate what this means for the whole world and for the whole cannabis legalized development in the whole world. I mean, if you come from Northern America, this is all, well, like peanuts. You will see the development in the USA and in Canada, but this is all North America. And in South America, you have Uruguay. And in Asia, you have Thailand, and that was it, more or less. And now the big industry country, Germany, makes such a step. That's not only about there is no shop in Germany, it's about a big impact on worldwide cannabis reform development. I'm sure there will be countries following, doing several kinds of reforms, and at the end we will also see more regulated markets for you to make your business. So what else? I must do it in English. I first thought I can talk in German, so that's why I have my paper sheets here and have to look one and then. And the third answer is about your business. We are not at the end right now, I hope. Our government wanted to do 2 steps. The second step is still in the pipeline to make regional, local model projects, model regions for the whole program, for regulated production, regulated shops, from seed to sale, the whole thing we want. Not in all over Germany, but in regions. And that, if we get this done before the election next year, this is the next real big step for whole Europe, because, well, this is going to be bigger than we have somewhere else. Switzerland has that kind of model project also, but there are a few hundred people involved in those projects. And here the plan is to let every inhabitant of those model regions buy cannabis in those shops, which alone the region of Berlin would make up hundreds of thousands of consumers, not hundreds, hundreds of thousands. And, well, that is something completely new, except maybe Netherlands, which also are doing those model projects to grow legally for the coffee shops. Of course, this is also a big step in the same direction. But, well, this is the fight we have to do now. Let us bring this also on the road. If you have any advocates on the ground here, any possibilities to do any lobbyism or support your civil society movement, do this. Let us do the second step also. Let us show Europe that it's good and necessary to build real framework for a regulated market for good quality cannabis in nice shops for adults. It's better for everyone, for the consumers, for the whole society. That's our next goal, and that's what you could watch out for and for your business. That's for this time. And if you, for our international guests, the last word, the race is still open for full legalization, national state, after Uruguay and Canada. Do it, you can make it. Germany shows big steps are possible. If you have never thought it could be possible, it is possible. Make your country the third one to legalize. Thank you.
Jörg Wirk. Activism, baby.